All right, let's jump right in. Today we're breaking down a business plan that is, well, it's pretty incredible. It starts with a simple cleaning service and aims to build emergency safety pods for the public. It's a four-part vision that connects everyday work to life-saving tech step by methodical step.
And this right here, this single sentence is the fuel for the whole thing. It's from the plan's visionary, Yeni Gualteros, and it totally reframes what a business can be. It's a tool to create a much more safety experience. And honestly, that's the core idea we're going to explore today.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. We'll start with the big picture, the visionary blueprint. Then we'll dig into the foundation, that cleaning business. After that, we'll see how the mission grows, uncover the ultimate goal, these safe nest pods, and finally, we'll analyze what it's going to take to succeed.
Okay, first things first. You got to understand that this isn't just four random ideas thrown together. No, this is a carefully designed ecosystem. Each business is like a seed, you know? It provides the resources and the capital for the next one to grow.
So, these are the four big pieces of the puzzle. It all kicks off with a cleaning business. That business then funds a home and personal management service. From there, those two support a smart product development venture, and all of it, every single part, culminates in the final goal, the Safe Nest Company. Each step is a logical jump from the last.
All right, let's start at the beginning. The cleaning business, it's so much more than just a way to make money. It's the financial and, you could say, the philosophical engine for this whole ambitious vision. Everything starts right here.
And you know, this isn't just some idea cooked up overnight. This whole plan is grounded in over 14 years of professional, real-world experience. That kind of deep knowledge, that's not just a minor detail. It's the absolute bedrock of this entire vision.
The cleaning business has this really clear three-part mission. First, save. You got to generate that capital, right? Second, invest. And not just back into itself, but into the next three businesses down the line. And finally, develop. Use that solid foundation to turn these big ideas into real-world companies.
But hold on, this isn't just any old cleaning service. The long-term plan is to bring in some serious tech. We're talking about using Web3 for more transparent operations and AI to automate things like scheduling and logistics. The real goal here is to create a smarter organization that actually supports its employees by freeing them up from the boring, repetitive stuff.
Okay, so once that foundation is solid, the whole vision starts to get bigger. Now we get to see how the plan builds outward, moving from serving individual homes to empowering entire communities with the next two businesses.
Now this slide is great because it shows you the two different ways this thing grows. On one hand, you have the home management business, which looks inward. It's all about creating comfort and well-being for families. But then you have the smart product development business, which looks outward. Its whole purpose is to give other creators and entrepreneurs the tools they need to build their own things. They're really two sides of the same coin.
And look, this isn't just about making money or commercial services. There is a core social mission woven right into the fabric of this plan. Specifically, using the resources it generates to develop real, accessible strategies and support for people experiencing homelessness. We're talking tangible aid and innovative tools. So you've got a cleaning business, home management, even a product incubator. They're all powerful ideas, but they're all just means to an end. So, what's the end game? Where is all of this actually going?
It all leads right here, the Safe Nest Company. This is the North Star of the entire vision, the ultimate goal, the culmination of all the capital, all the experience, and all the development from the first three stages.
So, what is Safe Nest? Well, think of it like a public safety utility. Its purpose is to build and deploy these safety pods for emergencies, offering around-the-clock support for anyone who finds themselves in a vulnerable situation.
And the inspiration for this is, well, it's pretty wild. It actually came from a dream of a structure that looked like Snow White's crystal coffin. But functionally, these pods are designed to be incredibly versatile. They could provide shelter and first aid, maybe even act as a robotic friend or nanny for a child in need. And ultimately, they're meant to improve the overall safety and cleanliness of our public spaces.
Okay, so the vision is huge. It's compelling. But how do you actually make it happen? Now we're going to shift gears from what the plan is to how it can succeed. We'll analyze the goals, identify what's missing, and really understand the risks involved.
This table right here, it lays out the whole strategic challenge perfectly. Just look at that last column. See the pattern? Each and every business is completely dependent on the success of the one that came before it.
The home management service can't get off the ground without a profitable cleaning business. And those SafeNest pods, they can't even begin to be developed unless all three preceding businesses succeed. It's like a fragile but really powerful chain reaction.
So if you boil it all down, success really hinges on 4 key things. The cleaning business at the start has to be profitable. That profit has to be reinvested smartly. Each new service has to prove itself in the market, one by one. And of course, the whole thing requires a long-term commitment to developing the advanced tech needed for SafeNest.
And that brings us to the single biggest risk, the elephant in the room. This blueprint's greatest strength, how interconnected it all is, that's also its greatest weakness. Because it's sequential, a failure at any early stage could bring the whole inspiring vision crumbling down. Every single link in this chain has to hold.
You know, at the end of the day, this is a massively ambitious plan built on a cascade of dependencies. But its real value might just be the question it inspires. Let's forget for a second whether this specific plan succeeds and just ask ourselves, how might our communities be different if more entrepreneurs thought this way? Building not just standalone businesses, but interconnected ecosystems of financial growth and real social support. It's definitely something to think about.